Welcome to CARICOMP Insider, where high-tech facial recognition meets real-world intelligence.
For $15, someone can buy a fake identity good enough to fool a face scanner. $15. And right now, more than 70,000 retired United Nations workers collect their pensions by scanning their faces on a phone or a kiosk. If you've ever unlocked your phone with your face, this story is already about you. More and more, your face isn't just a password. It's the key to your money. The United Nations Pension Fund just made face scanning the way its retirees prove they're alive and owed a payment. But the same technology that opens that door can be tricked by a convincing fake. So the question that runs through this whole story is simple. When your face becomes the lock, who's making sure a fake face can't pick it? Let's start with the retirees. The UN runs pension kiosks across 18 countries, according to reporting from ID TechWire. A pensioner walks up, scans their face, and the system confirms they're a live person, not a photo, not a recording. That's called a proof of life check. It replaces the old paper forms retirees used to mail in every year. Convenient, right? But convenience cuts both ways. Here's what makes fakery so cheap now. According to Biometric Update, criminals can generate a deepfake image for somewhere between $10 and $50. A full synthetic identity, a person who doesn't exist, sells for about $15. That's not a Hollywood budget. That's the price of a couple of coffees. For the rest of us, that means the tools to impersonate a face are no longer rare or expensive. They're for sale. And these attacks are climbing. Fraud researchers report that deepfake attempts against biometric systems grew by more than half in a single year. That's not a future worry. That's happening now. So the UN did something most systems don't do openly. It put its face scanners through spoof testing, a lab checking whether the system can catch a fake. A testing firm called BixLab ran those checks against an international standard for spoof detection. They tried to fool the scanners with printed photos, with 3D masks, even with balaclavas covering part of the face. They ran it on both iPhones and Android phones. Why does that matter to you? Because most companies that scan your face have never told you whether they test for any of this at all. And that gap is becoming a liability. One industry report suggests that by next year, nearly a third of organizations may stop trusting face scanning on its own. Pension experts warn that trustees, the people responsible for paying retirees, could face regulators if a deepfake slips through. Here's the part that reframes everything. A face scan was supposed to be the proof. But a scan that can't tell a real face from a $15 fake isn't proof of anything. It's just a photo of a lock, with no idea who's holding the key. So let's bring it home. The UN now lets 70,000 retirees collect their pensions with a face scan. Fake faces are cheap and getting more common, so the UN had its scanners tested to catch them. Most systems that scan your face haven't proven they can do the same. Whether you're guarding a benefits system or just unlocking your phone at the grocery store, the lesson is the same. A face check is only as good as its ability to spot a fake. The full story's in the description if you want the deep dive.
Now you know something most people in this industry don't. Use it. And when you're ready to put it to work, caracomp.com. We'll see you tomorrow.